Are you ready? The show's about to start. Everything NBL One West. Fixtures, results, and updates is right here. Fast Break Radio. Sponsored by Buckets Basketball, Bass Compression, and Hoop With 'em.
Hello and welcome to this week of Fast Break Radio with me, Jake Singleton, and we've got some very, very special guests as always. As you can see, joining me from the Mandurah Magic, it's Mikayla Pivec. Mikayla, thank you so much for your time.
Excited to be here. Thanks for the invite.
No worries. And quickly before we get into it, I always have to shout out my sponsors of the show, Bass Compression as well, and also Hoop With 'em too. So shout out to Marshall Nelson, who's putting in his work with the Redbacks, and also Buckets Basketball as well. So check out all of them being our sponsors. But Mikayla, what a great first game for you. A win against the Flames. I think it was 2 points and then a triple-double as well. But we can talk about that. But I guess you've been here for a couple of weeks now and then kind of got cleared to play. You're coming off of an injury as well. You've played all around the world, and also people will know you from maybe the NBL One East, playing with Lauren Jackson in Albury, and also playing with the Bendigo Braves. So, yeah, I guess how excited are you to be back in Australia?
Super excited. Always enjoy my time here in Australia. I haven't played WNBL yet, but I played 4 seasons. This will be my 4th season of NBL One. And so had 2 years in Albury Wodonga. Really enjoyed my time there. Got 1 year with Lauren Jackson and then Unique Thompson over there. And then last year was in Bendigo before getting hurt like 9 or 10 games in. I needed knee surgery, and last week was my first game back, and just so thankful to be healthy and cleared because I missed playing so much.
Yeah, my bad actually, because Bendigo used to be in the WNBL, so that's why I had it. But yeah, no, WNBL. Yeah. NBL One with Bendigo Braves, my bad. And yeah, like looking at your accomplishments so far, you were 2-time NBL One East All-Star 5 recipient in 23 and 24, a Pac-12 All-Defensive Team in 2020, two-time All-Pac 12 in 2019 and 20, and Pac-12 All-Freshman Team as well. So you've done a lot so far in your career. And I was just looking at all through the teams you've played for and the countries you've been, very, very busy. And you said to me you've been living out of a suitcase. And we can talk about where you're from and everything, but I guess, how has that been for you? Living out of a suitcase, do you enjoy it, or is it something I guess you got to do it in a way because you love playing basketball. This is the way you're making money and making a living. But yeah, how is that for you, living out of a suitcase?
I think it's hardest when you're missing holidays, you're missing birthdays, you're missing weddings, seeing college friends and missing out on those big moments. It's the hardest, but absolutely love the game and couldn't imagine myself doing anything else in this moment in time in my life. I love playing basketball. I love getting to travel the world. Such a great opportunity to do that. It isn't the most stable or predictable job, as I like to joke with a lot of people, but it's really fun. And there's nothing else I'd rather be doing right now, with my time, than competing and playing a game I've been playing since I was 10 years old at recess with the boys. So I think I played in Turkey, Australia, Puerto Rico. I was in Ireland for a month even, and then Spain. So I played a lot of different places.
Yeah, so many, and some beautiful countries as well. I've been, I guess, to a couple of them, but
Australia's topped the list. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to leave it for later, but is there somewhere, you don't need to say Australia if you don't want to, but is there a country that you've really, really enjoyed?
I have to say Australia. There's no language barrier. My accent, obviously people know that I'm foreign, but I can speak the language, and I love talking to teammates. I love cracking jokes when I go to the coffee shop. So I just feel more comfortable when I'm able to speak the language. And then I like the lifestyle here of things are a little more chill and slow pace. People take what they do seriously, but don't necessarily take themselves too seriously, which is a good perspective.
Yeah. Well, Mandurah's kind of known as maybe a small town, but it's not too far away from the city. We love Mandurah, and I love Mandurah in general. A great place to go and spend a weekend maybe. You're very close to the beach. And there's some great, coffee shops, as you were saying, you'd love it. down at the Mandurah foreshore as well. There's a lot to do. Yeah, I guess kind of what was the decision for you coming to Mandurah and especially to the West? Because as well, we have to shout him out. Vlad Alava, he listens to the show. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
he's been on the show many times. He's one of my, I think most most appearances on the show. So shout out to Vlad. But I guess he was a reason why you came here. But why WA and why Mandurah this year?
Yeah, I'd always heard really good things about Perth, about the beaches out here, and I knew I loved Australia, and I wanted to be on a team that had a chance to be really competitive. And knew there were a number of really good pieces coming back, like the Jacob sisters, and then I knew Aaron Antosh, who was from played in Kalgoorlie, so there was a big threat in a post presence there. And then I think what really stuck out to me was last year, right about I was like getting injured sucks and it's never a fun
Yeah.
experience. And I was just at the start of my rehab, knowing I'd have 6, 7, 8 months to go. And I remember Vlad calling me like a week or two after my surgery and him being like, I want you to come here. And he was like just finishing, I think he had maybe just finished the semis with his team or was just about to go into the semifinal game. And it just meant a lot to me that like when I was down and out, like he was the first person to reach out and he believed in me when he shouldn't have, when I was like just off the operating table. And so that stuck with me as I was like trying to decide what the best fit was and where I wanted to go. And never hurts being too far from the beach either. So those were kind of the biggest things, is like teammates, a coach that believed in me and made the effort when I was down and out. And so that stuck with me.
Yeah. And one of your teammates, as you mentioned, the Jacob sisters, I know Mia's in the States at the moment, and I think looking to see what she's going to be doing for the future. But Claire, I had her on the show a few weeks ago. She's an amazing person. I know her very well off the court. She's having a great season so far. And I know you haven't really played with Erin because Erin's been injured. What do you love about playing with this team, but like especially teaming up with Claire?
Yeah, I haven't had a game with her yet, so I'm like, can't wait until we both line up the right time. Like, she was gone this week, taking care of business. But like, I had my first game there, so I'm excited we play Cockburn, not this weekend, but the next weekend. We'll have more pieces ready to go, and I'm excited. Anytime you have scoring weapons and shooting threats from the outside, it makes your life a lot easier. And so I'm excited to have Claire back in action in a couple weeks and see how this team continue to improve as we put the pieces together.
And as you've shown this weekend with 21 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, I guess you can do everything. But for people that haven't seen you play or don't know much about you, what can you kind of describe your game like for people that haven't seen you yet?
Yeah, I'd say a willing passer. So I can score, but I love creating for my teammates. And I'm a guard who can rebound and defend, and so willing to do all the dirty work that it takes to help our team win, and whatever it takes to win, like that's what I want to do. But love to pass and love to create for others.
Yeah, well, very excited to see you play. As I've said, I've seen highlights of you over from the East, but never in person. And I've seen you a couple of times. I introduced myself at Willetton. Waiting for some interviews. Same thing at Warwick. Saw you the other night at the game as well. And very, very good games as well at Warwick, which we can talk about. But I guess one thing that I love in the NBL One West is the community. Everyone is really great. And for me to connect with the players, because that's kind of my job, is to talk to the players. And I always say to the players, first, sorry for annoying you. Can I have this or can I do this? But it's just what I love to do. I love to talk to people. And I guess what have you liked about, playing around this community? Because everyone, I know we're all, well, for your not me, I love everyone and I'm on everyone's side. I'm in the middle. You guys are really at each other's necks and you compete. But I guess when you meet other players and meet other people around the league, has it been kind of a really good, I guess, time meeting people? And I bet you loved it so far.
See a home game in Mandurah and see what the crowd's like, because I've heard rumors that we have a pretty decent crowd, so I'm excited about that. But I think there's a couple familiar faces out in the West. I was a lot more familiar with the East just because I was there a couple of years. But
Mm.
I know there's a lot, like this year particularly, there's a lot of WNBL players and a lot of really good talent out here in the West. And been following people, but haven't necessarily had the chance to compete against them just because I've been in other leagues. But excited for this year to see what our team can do and continue to get better. But I know I had another teammate that I had in Albury Wodonga that's playing for Joondalup, and so it's
Yeah, I
cool to
would see
see
her. Yeah.
her. Yeah, Alwa. And so it's cool to connect with old friends and get to spend time with them and see familiar faces so far from home.
Yeah, Awa is an amazing person. I saw her shopping
She's
the other
like
day with her.
sunshine. She's like pure sunshine.
She's very, very nice. She was here last year. I never got the chance to speak to her, but this year I've seen her so many times at stadiums. And like I said, I saw her out shopping as well. The DFO, which is like our outlet kind of sales near the
Dangerous.
yeah, very dangerous near the airport. And we had a really good chat, and she's a really great person. So shout out to Awa as well because she's amazing. And yeah, I could talk about so many great players around the league, but let's talk about you growing up, I guess, from Linwood, Washington. And for the Australians listening, no, it's not Washington, D.C., nothing, nowhere near there. The state of Washington. People might know, I guess, Seattle, I guess, is the big
Space Needle.
place. Yeah.
Where Lauren
And you,
Jackson played, the Storm. That's like the town where she played in the States.
yeah. And I guess we can talk about her later on, but I guess this will really tie in well because you would have grown up idolizing Lauren, and then you played with her at Albury. What was that like? Just getting to train with Lauren. I know she was out of her WNBA days, but I feel like when the legends when you're there with them, it doesn't really matter where they are. You know, they're still legends in our eyes. But yeah, how was that to just play with Lauren Jackson?
It was a really, really cool experience. I think growing up as a little kid, like I remember going to like a dads and daughters days with my dad where he called on the radio and he had won some like
Yeah,
gift card to their Seattle Storm shop. And I remember my sister had um, a Lauren Jackson jersey and I had like a Super jersey. And we would wear those all the time growing up. And especially like women's basketball wasn't on TV a lot. And so we
mm,
didn't get as many like strong female role models. And so Lauren Jackson and Sue Bird were like those two for me growing up as a kid in Seattle who liked basketball. And then coming back to Albury years later, when she was 43, like preparing for her last Olympics. I don't know if it was number six, but she was getting up
yeah,
there and her number of Olympics and seeing, I think for her, seeing her resilience, like everyone knows she's an amazing player and one of the best to ever do it, if not the best. And I think for me, seeing her resilience, like talking to her about her knee surgeries
mm,
and how she everything she did to prepare her body outside of like team practices. And she always be like, do you want to get extra shots up or do you want to go extra cardio in? And we would warm up and like her kids would be running and like doing warm ups with us. So it was really rewarding. And it was cool to see, I think like growing up idolizing athletes, seeing one side of them and then seeing the more human side of like just a really good friend and really good person. And it was really cool to be her teammate for that time.
mm. When I guess I don't know if you knew she was playing there when you signed or maybe afterwards you signed, but like,
I knew
were you just like,
before. It contributed to the decision for sure.
yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
when you first met her, were you like fangirly or did you just try to play it cool? I guess.
I tried to play it cool, but I did not. It was definitely fangirling hard, like, "Hey, Lauren, how's it going?"
Yeah,
But yeah, you can only fangirl for so long before it gets weird. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
Uh,
I tried not to, but I probably did.
yeah. Was there anything you wanted to ask her? Is there anything? I guess you know it would have been basketball related. You know about
Yeah.
like you said, off the court stuff, or maybe on the court, guessing, you know, with recovery, like you said. But is there anything, you know, maybe a moment you remember or something that you really wanted to ask her?
I feel like I would just ask her a lot about her mindset and her approach and how like her perspectives evolved over
Mm,
time. But she, we would go in and shoot in the mornings, and she would invite people to come and rebound for her, shoot rebound for me, and just asking her about her approach to the game and
mm,
yeah, and just over time like how it evolved.
mm. Yeah. We'll go back to Linwood, Washington. We love speaking about Lauren. She's amazing. Shout out to Lauren. I don't think she'll see it, but maybe. So shout out to her. Amazing player. And even for a guy, she was definitely an inspiration to play basketball because she was an amazing player. And I think all of Australia was so proud of her when she was over in the US. And she was one of the best players in the league in general. So amazing person as well. But yeah, talk about Linwood. And I don't know much about Linwood. I only really know Seattle and maybe some other little cities from other players I met. But yeah, growing up in Linwood, how was that?
Seattle, not a tiny town, but not a big town. I always joke like it was growing because we finally got two Chick-fil-A's. Thought we were big time with the two Chick-fil-A's. There's a mall there.
Hmm.
Grew up like 30 minutes north of Seattle, and it was a great place for my sister and I and our family to grow up. Not too far from like our grandparents. It rains a lot in Seattle, so I was
Mm.
thankful that I played an indoor sport in basketball. Led me to that because half the year it's raining and gray outside, but we make do.
Mm. And then you moved on and played at Oregon State as well, in the NCAA West Coast Conference. And yeah, kind of how was your, how did you start your college career? I guess with recruiting and everything like that. Did you have many other colleges on your, on your list you were going to go to? But yeah, at the end, why pick Oregon State?
Yeah, it was actually like it was the Pac-12, but now it's the WCC. But the Oregon
Oh,
State
my
when I was
bad.
there, no,
Yeah,
it's sad. It's a sad topic for Oregon State fans.
yeah.
Death of the Pac-12, one of the two orphan schools that remained, and they're
Hmm.
rebranding and they're trying to make it come back to life, but it'll never be the same of like what it was,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, I took three visits. I went to Oregon State, University of Washington, and then Stanford, and ultimately felt like Oregon State was the best place for me in terms of my recruiting class and who I'd be playing
Mm.
around and like the class right above me. And they had just come off a Final Four the previous year and knew the coach had been established there and was building the program in the right direction. And it wasn't too far from home. And felt like when I went on my visit that that was the place I wanted to be. Like the people and the teammates were a place that I wanted to be around for a long time. And it
Mm.
wasn't too close to home where my parents could like drop in on me, but it was far enough where we like I could still visit. It was a 5 hour drive, and ended up being one of the best decisions of my life. Like really loved that school and loved that university and thankful for my time there.
Mm. And yeah, as I said, you had some highlights as well. Yeah, Pac-12 All Defensive Team, All Pac-12, not 19 and 20, and then All Freshman Team as well. So amazing to get those accomplishments. And yeah, I guess I know there were different years and everything, but all of those, I think, what stands out to me is the All Pac-12. That means you were the best of the best, really, in the Pac-12. So that's amazing highlight in your career.
Thank you. Yeah, I was proud of how well our team did. And so our team had a lot of success during those years too. We made it to Sweet 16, Elite Eight, won a Pac-12 title like my freshman year, and then made to the Sweet 16 again. Then senior year
Mm.
tournament was canceled. So that one
Yeah.
unfortunate year where COVID had canceled the tournament, that was my senior year.
Mm. And yeah, a terrible year, 2020, I think for everyone. Terrible year when everything got cancelled. But and then you went on to actually get drafted into the WNBA, especially with the Atlanta Dream. Um, I guess an amazing like I guess you always want your name called. I don't know how. I guess for you maybe different, but yeah, how was that for you getting your name called and getting that call as well that you were going to be drafted into a WNBA team?
Yeah, I think it was bittersweet because I've never made a roster. And so like
Mm,
that's growing up, that's your ultimate goal. And that day and that moment was a really cool moment for me and my family of like all the work that I put in and recognizing that work.
mm,
And yeah, so that day was really a cool moment to celebrate, like milestone in my career. And I think especially as the W is growing, like expansion's growing, there's more and more
mm,
opportunities that are coming. And so more and more people that are drafted will end up making teams, which is so exciting and so excited for the growth. I know even the WMBL too, they got another team, I think in Tazi that they're adding.
yeah,
And
correct.
so yeah, I think it was an amazing accomplishment, but then also like that was COVID and I was the 25th overall pick. And unless you're like a first round pick, you probably don't have a great shot at making the team. And then there was no training camp that year. And so that was unfortunate timing. But yeah, it's always been a goal of mine to make the W. And as expansion comes, like it's cool to see how much more opportunity there is in terms of roster spots and teams.
Mm. And yeah, you went to Spain after that, and then you also got a chance to train or get a training camp deal with Minnesota Lynx as well. Yeah, I guess you appeared in 2 preseason games as well. So I guess that's amazing as well to get another callback.
Look at that opportunity. Got I think it was the years are blurring together with how many teams I've played for, but I think it was 2021 was the Lynx, and then I think 2023 got invited to the Dream. Lynx was like one of the last cuts there. Got cut early from the Dream, but thankful again like for the opportunity. Anytime you're able to get invited to those camps and compete with those players, like it's an awesome opportunity to test yourself and see what you do well and what you also need to work on. And so yeah, those were good opportunities, and would love more in the future if they come my way.
Yeah, definitely. And look, Mikayla, I could talk to you all day, and I loved hearing your story. And I guess there's so much more to it. You've played in so many countries, and we love having you here in Australia so far, and I guess in the West. But we'll go to round 5, as it was Anzac Round. For a lot of people, it's a very, very big round for Australia. I'm trying to, say it's kind of like Veterans Day, maybe, in the States. So you understand the significance for people who laid their life down for our country and, in major wars that we've had, and even, newer wars as well. So all the veterans, just a day to remember them. And also this weekend has been amazing. And also all the games, we had Anzac medalists as well. Congratulations to everyone who got one. And I'm trying to think who got it for you guys on the weekend. Was it Georgia?
Easily earned it. They ended up giving it to me, I think, because I was New Year. But yeah, Georgia had an amazing game, and I was so proud of her and also Jade as well because they stepped up big time.
And that's amazing though. Like I know I guess you're very new to the country. Well, I guess very new to WA, and you would understand. But a great honor to receive the award, I guess.
Thank you. Yeah, good start, and glad we could pull out that win after being dug ourselves a pretty big hole there in the first half. So glad we could pull it out.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a sec. I'll quickly go to the first game of the round, which was the Willetton Tigers taking on the Southwest Slammers. And this was at Willetton Basketball Stadium, 77-74 win for the Tigers. And they were down in the half by 20, I think maybe over 20 to the Slammers. Yeah, I actually saw Ruby Porter after her game. I was at Lakeside, and she said, we were down by 20. We don't know how, she goes, I don't know how we pulled that one out, but we got it. Congratulations. A great job by the Slammers. In the past few years, Mikayla, you might not know, or even, maybe for a long time, they've been bottom. They've never won a game. They've really struggled to compete. I think their average loss in the last few years has been 50 points. A very young team. So the last couple of years, they've really competed, got some good, new imports as well this year. I think last year was the first year they had imports in years. They've really competing every year now and every game. So congratulations to them, even though it was a tough loss. But in this one, it was Ruby Porter, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Emma Gandini as well, 15 and 8 for her, 7 steals also. Ella Murdoch as well with 11 points, 8 rebounds. And for the Slammers, it was Marshona Bostic, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Bri Bailey with 15 and 6. Javine Finch had 10 points, 10 rebounds as well. And Lacey Remica with 10 points, 10 rebounds also. So a very good game. And Tigers will be happy they got that one. And then we'll go to your game. I guess it was not on the buzzer, I think. Or was it? It was a very close to the buzzer.
It was close. I think there were like 2-3 seconds left when Georgia hit her post-up move.
Yeah, 86-84 win against the Flames. And you would know there's WNBL talent in that team, the Flames, going up against Tej Morrell and also Amy Atwell. They've got such a great team. And your first taste of the NBL One West, what did you think about the competition we have and the league so far from your first game. What did you think about the level of players we have?
Size so far, I've played once against Rockingham, and I've seen a couple games, gone to a couple of them, and there's some good talent out here in the West. And I think it's one of the reasons why I wanted to come out here. A lot of WNBL talent and a lot of superstars that can score and light it up offensively. So it's a challenge each night to figure out limit your opponent.
And very, very big win. And in this one, Tej Morel was 20 points, 16 rebounds. Amy Atwell, 19 and 10. Steph Berberabe, 15 and 4. And then Puckett as well, their import, 11 points, 4 rebounds. And then for Mandurah, it was yourself, Mikayla, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals. Jade Gowland with 16 points, 8 rebounds. Shout out, Jade. I've coached Jade. I used to coach her for the Eagles. So Jade, I love what she's doing, and she's fit in really well with that Magic team for the last few years. Sean Hayward as well. I love Sean Hayward's game as well. Yeah, shooter. She can shoot the ball. Hannah Chatfield as well, 4 and 4. And then, Georgia Adams off the bench, 25 and 8. Georgia, for years, she's had a couple of years off of basketball. She's been in and out of this kind of Magic side. And Vlad, I think, has just been pushing her to come back. And she's had a great start to the season. And I said to Vlad, after they lost to East Perth, but I said, Georgia is just really playing really well. And we gave her some good props as well. And I had a chat with her at that Willerton game. I think that's when I met you as well. And I hadn't seen Georgia in a while. So I'm really happy for Georgia. So hopefully she sees it, because she's doing really well for, the time she's had off and injuries she's had. Hasn't had the easiest run in her career. So great to see her that game. That's huge. And Mikayla, going back to you, I've actually given you this week the base compression player of the week. So no worries. But 21 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Easy. I think whenever you can get, 20 points with a triple-double in general, I think that's always player of the week. So, how did you feel that you did in your first game?
I think we started really rough. The first quarter was quite ugly. We ripped that Band-Aid off, and I think as the quarters went on, I got more comfortable and was more confident in just flowing and not like second-guessing things as much. But I think the start of the game was I was emotional because I had been out for so long, and I was just like so happy to be like finally cleared to play. And then not the smoothest entrance of like first game up against Rockingham, like with the talent they have with Amy and Tej and Sarah Puckett, and Brabe is good, really good as well. And so I was like, here we go. But I feel comfortable with my teammates and the teammates that I have, and them reminding me of like what plays we're in and what to look for as I get used to like what my teammates' strengths are and what we're looking for out there. But yes, last like third and fourth quarter felt more free and felt more confident.
Well, very, very good win against Rockingham, especially there as well at their place. And then the Eastern Suns got a win over the Lakeside Lightning. They'll be very happy. And someone who had a really, really good start to her season was Esmeralda Morales. I think it was last week. She had 42 points, and then I think 39 or something as well. Around that, she had a 30 and a 40 game, and she can shoot the ball. She was great. If anyone hasn't seen her, go and watch her. It was great to see her play. I was there at the game, and really, really good from what I saw. 12 points, 2 assists, 3 steals from her. Regan Turnow-McCarty, 11.6 rebounds. Sarah Allen adding 6 points. They did struggle shooting wise, but the Suns, they were great. Ella Averill, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. This is a player who, for a couple of years for East Perth, she struggled with injury. She didn't play much that season. And last year moving to the Willerton Tigers, finding her rhythm, and she slowly got there. So I'm very proud of her, 27.6 rebounds. Hopefully we see more from that from her. Gabby Bronson, 15.6 rebounds. Another legend, like yourself, Mikayla, person off the court. So if you haven't met Gabby, she's an amazing person as well.
better yet, but I'm sure I'll see her in the scouting report sometime soon.
Yeah, I think you guys really get along as well, meeting both of you. So definitely,
Oh,
if you have time to see Gabby, I think you'll get along.
cool.
And then Alyssa Bowen as well, 11.6 rebounds for her. Emma Streeley, 9 points. Also, very big win for the Suns. They definitely needed that on Friday. And then they also played on Saturday night as well. But this one, a bit of a tough loss for them against Willerton. And Willerton, yeah, had a bit of a tough weekend. Suns were leading in that first quarter, 36-31. And then the Tigers, 28-11 in the second quarter. So, yeah, kind of took advantage after that. But in the box score, Gabby Bronson, 15 points, 4 rebounds. Alyssa Bowen, 14 points, 14 rebounds. Emma Streeline as well with 13 points, 6 rebounds. And Willow, Ruby Porter, 23 points, 3 rebounds. Calvert as well, 22 points, 15 rebounds. Emma Gandini, 11 and 8. So the Tigers walk away with another win, 2 for 2 from the weekend. And then as well, the Redbacks, taking on the Giants, and the Redbacks 93, Giants 79. And Sam Ashby was huge for this one, 30.6 rebounds. As you know, she's been in the UK playing. She's also been in Germany, so she's back. Shanae Hartree, 14 points, 3 rebounds. Maya Demandlik, 11 points for her. And Amy Borquette off the bench, 10.6 rebounds. And I guess some big news for Perth Redbacks. And I guess very, very good news, but very bad news at the same time. Annalie Maley, looks like she's doing really well with the New York Liberty. I think it was 14.6 rebounds or something like that she had in their first preseason game. And yeah, I don't know if I only saw some of the highlights, but yeah, she wasn't even supposed to get this chance. She wasn't even supposed to go to China. She was supposed to go with be with the Redbacks most of the season. Except for maybe some Australia stuff going on. But it's not looking good for Redbacks fans. We might not even get her back this season, maybe for a few years, how she's been playing. So I don't know if I'd say you'd know Annalie from seeing her play around Australia and doing what she does. But yeah, that's amazing. For you who's been in the WNBA around that and getting training camp offers, for her to come out and have a great game for New York, and looks like she's really fitting in. Yeah, you would know that she's got or I don't know if you saw her game, but she looks like she's got a really good chance to get a full contract.
Personally, but I've like followed the WNBL, and Annalie I think was a year at Oregon as well when I was at Oregon State, before I think she transferred elsewhere. But I think it's cool to see how many players in the WNBL got training camp opportunities and are playing in a chance to make rosters in the WNBA. Think it goes to show like how strong the WNBL is. And it's cool seeing those opportunities coming for Australian players that they can compete and that they have really good basketball here. I know Veronica Burton too came and had a really good year. Sammy Whitcomb had a good year winning with Bendigo, not this year but the year before. And then Veronica having like player, I think it was most improved player, and had a great year with the Valkyries. So a lot of good basketball is being played out here, and it's cool to see that being rewarded back in the States too.
Yeah, a lot of Aussies actually getting some training camp deals as well, which is great to see. And then also for the Goldfields, yeah, tough loss for them, but Sierra Moore was great. Someone I really enjoyed watching. I watched her on Sunday, actually. I didn't see this one, but I had the chance to see her on Sunday. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for her. Delaney Byrne as well, they're in Port, 26 and 11. I really like that combo of them too. They really play the two, Sierra's more of a forward, Delaney's their center, and they really bounce off each other really well. A tough loss for them. But then we'll go to, I don't know, I didn't even do this one. I didn't even do the Joondalup Wolves and the...
You left out my friend Awa. Left her out.
Yeah, and the Senators. I was commentating this one. Great game. 94-79 win for the Senators. And it's a bit of a good start for the Senators. 29-21 in that first quarter. The Wolves did start off pretty well also. I thought they might take the lead in this one. And they had every chance to. They had chances to come back and lead the game, but, got to about that 6, 7, 8 margin and then kept getting pushed back by Warwick. Mackenzie Clinch-Hoycard was amazing. 30 points, 7 rebounds in this one. And, yeah, she was 8 from 11 from the three-point line. And she was Yeah, and I'd say you would have seen this one, Mikayla. She was, I'd say, the reason why they won this one, because in the third quarter they were a bit dry and she hit some big shots. I think it was about 3 or 4 threes just in that third quarter. So, yeah, she was great. And then Chloe Forster as well, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. And she got a big hit in the game as well. She went down. She was down for a while.
It was in transition. It was nasty. So I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, and then Jada Clark as well, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and Kyna Weir as well, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And to see so many WNBL talent in one team is crazy. You know, you've got Clint Choikard, Forster, Jada Clark, Kyna Weir as well, who's with the Perth Lynx, and so is Kiara Waite, and then also like Nat Burton, who's a legend in the WNBL, and also has played for Australia. Yeah, they are a very big contender for this championship this season, Mikayla.
I think one of my friends, Greta Kampschroeder, that she's playing in Germany right now, and her boyfriend's playing on the men's team, but she finished at Michigan. I think not this year, but the year before, and so they'll add another piece too.
Correct, and yeah, that's what I was going to mention. So, and thank you for saying her name, because I think I was going to butcher it. But yeah, Greta signed on, and she was actually playing in Germany. I don't know if she's still there, but I think she's actually playing with Katie Jones as well, someone who I asked you about before.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they're same team. I think they're in the finals. They're either game 2 or game 3 in the finals.
Yeah. So yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a connection. And yeah, her partner, I think it's Will Cheddar as well, as we know, who played for Michigan, and he's won a national championship and come straight to the NBL One West, which is huge. So yeah, Greta will be joining. And did you say you knew her personally or just knew of her?
Yeah, she when I was at Oregon State, she was like being recruited by Oregon State, so I like knew her there, and we've kept in touch since. I really enjoy Greta, good human, and I think she'll add another dimension to that team as well.
Really excited to see her play. And then for Joondalup, it was Asian A. Johnson, 25.6 rebounds, 3 assists. Kim Pierre-Louis as well, 24.6 rebounds, and Awatia Leach as well, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. So very good for her. Yeah.
Sorry about the L, but I always enjoy watching her playing.
Yeah. Asian A. Johnson, we call her AJ, tremendous player. Kim Pierre-Louis as well, great player also, and great people also. I actually spoke to Mackenzie Clinch-Hoycart after the game, and I'm going to pop that interview in for the viewers now. Mackenzie, what a big win, and especially against Joondalup, the battle for Joondalup, Anzac Round, and also congratulations, Anzac medalist. 30 points. I think it was 8 from 11 from the 3-point line. How are you feeling after that one?
Yeah, good. Always love a win. I think that's the main thing. But yeah, also nice to shoot well. I don't think I've shot well yet, so it's nice to see a few go in. But yeah, I'm just happy that us girls got it done and we got the win. Yeah, and you also shot 49% as a team from the 3-point line. I guess especially in that second half, you girls really shot well, and that's where you girls took care of them. Yep. And I think it was halfway through the game, or even in that third quarter, they hadn't even hit a 3. Yeah. So I guess you all are 3-point threats. Yeah, I guess we play that run and gun style. If you open, Bobby's like, let it fly. So, it was nice to see it going for everyone. Yeah. And as well, for you to get the Anzac medal, that must be really, I guess, prestigious. I guess it's an honour. How do you feel about getting that award tonight? Yeah, no, it is. It's really cool. I've never got it before. So, it was nice to get it at home. Again, I'm just happy we won, to be honest. Yeah. I guess last week, a tough loss, being like the first... Well, no, sorry, you won against Redbacks. Yes, but week before, my bad. Yeah, no, you're good. But I guess, how have you guys, girls bounce back at training? I think sometimes we go a little bit lighter at training, and then we kind of expect to get to the game and play hard, but we need to go hard at training, and then we bring it to the game. So training has definitely upped. We've picked it up on the defensive end, and I think that showed tonight. I think we did really well on the defensive end. Yeah. Mackenzie, congratulations, and enjoy that one, especially for Battle for Joondalup as well. So that's a big win, I guess. Cool, thank you. Okay, because I missed the Joondalup Wolves game. I got that one. Cool.
Yeah, so Mackenzie, it was a huge game, as I said, 8 from 11 from the three-point line. Huge for her. Like a WNBL talent also. And like you mentioned, Mikayla, they've got they've got Greta coming in as well. So yeah, and then East Perth Eagles getting another win against the Hawks at home, 97-84. And in this one, Stacey Barr, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Sarah Mortensen, 18 and 9. It was Sydney Wright with 14 points as well. Brooke Malone with 11, and Jade Williams with 10 and 5 also. And for the Parallax Hawks, Bridget Retzstat, 19 points, 18 rebounds. Maddie Zugner with 18 points also. Mia Bailey, 18 as well. Emily Beggs with 10 points in that one, in the loss against the Eagles. A tough one for them. And then also Sunday, we had the Goldfields Giants getting a win over the Hawks, which I was very not surprised about, but Giants have a team that can do this. They can beat anyone. But the Hawks were a bit flat in this one. Bridget Retzstat, 14 and 12 for her. Mia Bailey was 11 and 7. And then Maddie Zugner with 8 and 4. And for the Goldfields Giants, Sierra Moore, 24 and 11. Delaney Byrne, 20 and 11. And Parner as well, 15 points for her. Alexis Parner, my bad. 5 assists. And then Chloe Zorzi off the bench with 14 points. So Chloe's had some good games here and there, and she's just improving also every year. I did have an interview after that one with Sierra Moore, so I'll put that in right now.
I'm here with Anzac medal winner for this Sunday game, the Giants getting the win against Perry Lakes, and I'm with Sierra Moore. Sierra, big win, and what a perfect weekend, getting the win last night against the Redbacks, and then backing it up. What a tough double header, but how did you feel about this win today?
I haven't played a double header like that in a really long time, so it was nice to see if I could handle it, and I think I and my teammates, we did a good job handling it, especially coming off a loss and coming back and coming stronger today. And finishing it off and going home on a win is really good. Yeah,
and as well, we spoke off the camera, and you were actually injured this week and didn't play.
Yeah.
They said you were looking a bit sore. So how are you feeling kind of after the game, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, adrenaline helps a lot. So last night after the game, I was a little sore, but I warmed up really well, and the physio got me right, and I was able to compete today. And my teammates helped a lot on the court today.
And what I've noticed just from being around you guys for like 5 minutes, the support that you get. What do you love about being with the Giants this year?
Yeah, we come from a small town. It's a close-knit community, and you can really feel that because everybody's involved, and that's really nice. That's why I like when I go places that I play in small towns, because everybody is committed to the cause, and that's great.
And Perry Lakes, a talented women's team. They've had some big wins. They beat Joondalup earlier in the season. I guess for you, what was kind of some of the scout going into this week? Mila Woskovic as well, she's a great player. And they've got some good players on that team. So how did you feel getting that win against a tough Perry Lakes women's team?
Yeah, of course, especially Retzstat. She came off a monster double-double last week. So that was one of our main concerns, making sure we box out and making sure our guards really crash the boards, because we really have to make sure we're boxing out and helping out. So I think we committed to the plan, and we executed it well today.
Sierra, congratulations, and enjoy this one, and safe travel back home.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Great job from Sierra, great person as well, so thank you for her time. I spoke to Ella Averill as well. She was the Anzac medalist for that game, so here you go.
I'm here with Ella Averill. Ella, 27 points tonight here in Lakeside, and you're also the Anzac medalist as well for tonight. How are you feeling after that one?
Pretty good, so proud of the girls. We couldn't have done what we did today without everyone chipping in, the 1%ers. With some of our guards play crazy D on their guards, and I couldn't have done what they did without them giving me the ball. We moved the ball really well. We all gave up good shots for great shots, so we couldn't be prouder.
And you had a really tough opponent, or two players you had to play on, Sam Lubke as well in that one, and Sam Roscoe. And you're still a young player. How did you feel going up against some veterans in both them girls?
I feel good. It's such a great experience. Obviously, I used to play with Sam when I was at East Perth, and Sammy Roscoe is an amazing player, and she's massive, so it's great practice to go against girls of that calibre, and just grateful we were able to pull through with the win.
and kept them to 4 points in the first quarter. Can you talk about maybe a little bit of what the defensive scheme was? Esmeralda Morales, she had 40 points last week. I think she had like 39 as well. So I guess she was high on the scout.
Yes.
But how did that feel just to keep them to like 4 points in that first quarter?
Really good. Obviously, Lakeside's Lakeside. They love shooting threes, and that's obviously high on our scout to limit their clean three-point attempts and just to play really up and about, really high pressure, box out, get boards, and just, bounce off each other and bring each other along for the ride.
Yeah. And how are you feeling about your game in general this season, also last season with Willetton? Knowing you as well, I've watched you grow up and play at East Perth, and then last year at Willetton. I feel like you're a different player.
Yeah.
This year, you're a different player. You look more confident, and you really... I feel like you even trust yourself. You know?
Definitely trust yourself.
You know what I mean? So it looks really great. How are you feeling like with your game on the court?
Really good. I got to give that credit to Valerian Bonham, my coach in Canada. He's instilled so much positivity and confidence in me over there, and I've been able to bring that back and translate that to my game over here. Without him, I'd be playing the same as I was last season. So I got to give credit to him for that. So.
Ella, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
As well, really good standout game. Led her team to the win. But we may as well go to this week's games coming up, and there's some big games. And we'll go to the first game, and that's Cockburn Cougars and the Southwest Slammers, 6:20 p.m. at Wally Hagan. Look, Slammers can get it done, but I don't think it's going to be against Cockburn. I don't know if you've seen Cockburn yet. Or you personally wouldn't have played against them. But I can't go against Cockburn. So, Mikayla, I don't know if you want to give a tip or something, but we'll see if you want to join in. If not, that's okay.
I feel like I need to watch more games. I've heard of some of the players. I don't know enough about like how they work together or enough yet, so I'll plead the fifth.
Yep. That's okay, no worries. And then the East Perth Eagles getting to go against the Warwick Senators. They played earlier on this season, so 6:30 p.m. my bad, at Morley Sport and Rec Centre. This is a tough one. East Perth have really hit their stride. They lose Jasmine Fijo this year. She's gone back home this week to Adelaide for surgery on her ACL, which is really sad, I guess, for her season. But they get Sarah Mortensen also back. I don't know who to pick. This is so tough. Something's telling me Warwick. I really want to go for Warwick. And I hope I have time to go watch this game because I really want to see this one. I'm going to go for Warwick. East Perth will hate me, but I'll go for Warwick. But these are two teams, Mikayla, that you're going to be very excited to play against. A lot of talent.
Their team, because I don't want to create any enemies unnecessarily.
That's okay. And then also the Rockingham Flames taking on the Eastern Suns. I got to go for Rocco. They've got a really good talented team, and they Tej Morel on that roster, Amy Atwell. I don't know if they'll have much answers for those girls. Not really the biggest team, the Suns, so I think Tej will have a bit of a field day with them. Definitely a double-double coming along. So, as you saw Flames on the weekend, you can vouch that they are a tough team to play against.
They're good. Yeah, they're tough out. I'll probably go with them because I know them better than probably another team.
Yeah. And as well, I did see you at the Willetton game, as I said, on the bench, watching the girls play as well. Is it hard to watch from the sidelines?
I like, it's easier now that I'm like able to play. It was harder for me when I was injured and not able to play yet, but it's also different, I think, like watching and then playing against somebody. I feel like you know them better after being actually on the court and playing against them versus watching. But
yeah, definitely. And then the Joondalup Wolves taking on Lakeside. Joondalup have to get this one, but Esmeralda Morales has put up some big numbers. Sam Lubke, Sam Roscoe as well. They've got this like twin tower going on there. But I think, like looking at Joondalup, they've got some really big size, so I think they'll be able to deal with it. Just got to get their crap together because I think they're putting together some really good minutes, but they had a bit of a slow start and then came back. Just couldn't really get it going against Warwick at times. I think if they can put, quarters together, they could be a really dangerous team. So I've got the Wolves, Mikayla. I don't know if you wanted to add, but that's okay if you want to stick with me.
So I'll go for Joondalup.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to Awatia as well. And then also on Saturday, Southwest Slammers and the Joondalup Wolves. Sorry to the Slammers. I'm not against you guys. I want to see you win. You could do it at home.
He's
at
a
Eton.
hater.
They could do it at home against the Joondalup Wolves. But I'll go for the Wolves. I think you might be the same as well. Shout out to Alwa to you.
Yeah, same pick.
And then the Warwick Senators and the Rockingham Flames. Now, this is a tough weekend.
Game.
Yeah, this is a tough weekend for Warwick. They've got to take on Eagles and then Flames. Flames. I know they're 3-2, but they're better than their record. And then Warwick in at second, East Perth in at third. So yeah, they're tied for second. Sorry. So they've got to take on 3 and 4. Wow. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go for the Flames. I love the Warwick team, but I'm going to go for the Flames. But this is going to be a really good challenge for the Flames as well to try and beat this Warwick side because anyone can win this game. I am really on the fence, but I'm going to go with Rockingham. and then we'll go to Perry Lakes Hawks and the Perth Redbacks. Look, Sam is doing her best. They've got a really good roster around them, well coached him. The sad thing is Paddy Brosman's still not here. We all know about Annalee with the WNBA. I think Perry Lakes will get that one there. And then moving on to the Goldfields in Willetton. Willetton Tigers, especially having to go all the way to Kalgoorlie. It's a tough journey, but I'm going to go for the Willetton Tigers. And you saw Willetton as well. They've got some good players. Their big has come in as well. They're still missing. They're still missing their other. Yeah, they're still missing her with as well playing for the New York Liberty as well. So there's a few key pieces missing, but I think they should be fine. Goldfields will give them a run also. This is going to be a great round. I'm super excited, and it looks like your men I think are going up to Geraldton. So a week off for you girls.
A group of us will drive up there and go support them and see if they can pull out that win. They're getting a couple pieces back, so we're excited to see hopefully them snap out of the losing streak.
Haven't won a game this year, but Matt Kenyon in for them. I'm waiting on Michael Dupree as well. We know him in the league also, former Willetton Tigers. So it's going to be a great game. Hopefully they can get the win against Gero, but they did lose this weekend. And I said it's rare that you see Geraldton lose at home. So we'll see. They might lose back to back with your support as well, Mikayla.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a difference maker, but we'll be there in spirit to support them.
Mikayla, it's great to have you on the show. I really appreciate your time, and really, really great. And hopefully you enjoy this league, and from your first game, it's looking really good. We could see, maybe an MVP candidate as well, because if you keep playing like that, you definitely will be. So, and we'd love to get you in the WNBL. Hopefully we can do that. So, Vlad, hopefully, I guess that's something he would love to help you out with. But Mikayla, great to have you on the show. You're a great person. It's great to annoy you when I can and talk to you at games. But really great to have you.
Thank you, Jake. Go Magic. We'll see you.
And they say in Mandurah, they say wands up.
Wands up? 4? What's
wands,
that?
Like wands, like magic wands.
Oh, wands, not one.
Wands
okay.
up. Oh, sorry. Like wands up in Cockburn, they say pause up. So everyone does that, pause. But
what's the hand signal? It's like
it's like you just. I thought it's just like you're holding 2 wands, but I actually don't know. But I know they say wands up. So up the
I'll have
magic.
To go buy one. Buy one.
Well, Mikayla, great to have you on the show. I really, really enjoyed it, and super excited to see the rest of your season. Thank you. Well, listeners, we're going to go to the men's division, and we've got a very big guest after this. Do not go anywhere. And we're in the men's division for this week, talking round 5 and round 6, NBL 1 West. And I'm super pumped. I've got a very special guest, and he's been putting in work for the Cockburn Cougars. It's Joseph Bradshaw. Joe, man, I appreciate your time. It's been great to have you on the show.
Absolutely. It's great to be here, bro.
Well, yeah, we'll get straight into it. We were speaking off air, and I guess, man, like a huge win for you and your guys at Cockburn against Geraldton. And as I said, it's not all the time. It's very not unlikely, but it doesn't happen a lot when you go to Geraldton and you get a win. So how are you guys feeling after that big win against the Bucks?
We pumped, man. Everybody, we glad to have Rowan back for sure. You know, a lot of guys stepped up and did the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet as well. So we're just glad to feel like a unit again.
And I guess, you know, having Rowan, as you might have not seen last year, he was with the Lakeside Lightning. He's a Lakeside junior. He's been around Australia playing basketball. But what do you like about his game, and what do you like about him being a teammate of yours?
Good dude on and off the court. You know, we're on the court. I know that if I pass him the ball, it's pretty much going up and it's pretty much cash. So I like that about him for sure.
Yeah, and then had a new addition to the team. And I knew this guy was still in Perth. I'd seen him at a few games and had a chat. He came on the show last year. Good friend of the show, great guy. Another great guy that's you know, great off the court, on the court as well. He's a champion from Geraldton, Akeem Springs. So I bet you've only maybe just met Akeem, maybe a few weeks. But what do you think Akeem's going to do for this team? I guess because he's an exceptional talent. And, you must be excited to have him on the roster this year now.
Absolutely. I love all the Australians. It's cool to have an American on the team with me, though. You know, but I like what he does with the ball. He's real poised. Doesn't let the defense speed him up, so we could use him for sure. Be a big-time part.
Yeah, and, he won against his former team as well, which was huge. I gave him a message after the game, and, he's a great guy. So shout out to Akeem. And I know this roster for the last few years, Cockburn Men's has been, you know, in the bottom 3. And, you know, for years and years, they've always been a very competitive team, losing some of their vets in the past few years, like Gavin Field, which maybe you've seen Gavin around. But look, there's a lot to talk about with this roster, and you know they've done a great job of bringing you in, Akeem, Rowan, and even like Johnny Narkle as well, which you haven't seen Johnny. I guess you haven't seen Johnny yet, but maybe you've trained with him. But he's going to be amazing when he can step into this team.
Absolutely, big time scorer. We need Johnny for sure. So we'll be solid once everybody gets back.
And I guess how are you excited to be in Australia? I don't know if you knew much about Australia, but kind of did you know we played basketball? Because some people say, it's a different place. A lot of people think Australia is actually a fake country. It's not real. But what did you know about Australia before coming here, man?
Honestly, I just heard about the wildlife, really. I knew there was basketball here because, you know, a couple of my friends play here. But now that I'm here, it's like I haven't seen as much wildlife as they say. I love the beaches, though, so,
Yeah, and as you know, our summers are very, very hot, but our winters, you know, they can get pretty cold. But you know, you're from around Maryland area, and how is kind of how has it kind of been kind of settling from US, you know, Maryland area to kind of here in Western Australia?
I mean, it's pretty easy, bro. I love the beach and I love the heat. So, you know, you guys say it's cold, but a little rain ain't never hurt me. So, you know, and then your cold is nothing like my cold. So, yeah.
No, it's true. We in Western Australia and most of Australia, we don't get snow. I'd say in Maryland, it gets pretty cold.
I think we got about 4 to 6 months of winter. So, yeah, it gets very cold over there.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe down in Tasmania, we had, you normally get maybe some snow, and maybe some parts of New South Wales, but yeah, nothing too much here, especially in WA. Kind of like a Florida, Arizona kind of, climate. But yeah, like talking about maybe Cockburn off the court, what have you loved about, the club itself?
The camaraderie, honestly, everybody links up. We all go out. We have fun together. So it feels like a brotherhood as soon as I got here. So that makes it easier on the court.
Yeah, starting off season 2 and 3, and in a really good position. There's been a couple losses that were pretty close. I saw the game at Joondalup. That was the first time I saw you guys play this season in person. But I guess started off, it's so early in the season, but how are you guys feeling about your start this year in 2026?
I can't speak for everybody, but I know I don't like losing. So when we do lose, I personally try to look at myself and see where we could kind of, build up from that. And it feels like we beat ourselves in all of those matchups. So it's a good spot to be in as far as if you are going to lose.
Definitely. And this season, you're producing really well for Cockburn and doing what, they asked you to do, I guess. 19 points a game, 10 rebounds. How do you feel you've done in your first, 5 games to start the season? Because the season is still very early. So I guess you'd want to be doing a lot better. But 19 and 10, man, that's big every game.
Appreciate that, bro. I mean, I'm my biggest critic, so it always feels like I could do a little bit more. And it doesn't necessarily have to be scoring, but yeah, that's all I really got for that one.
That's okay. But yeah, look, how do you feel like the league is in general? Because, the league has grown so much in 6 years. We used to be the SBL, the State Basketball League, and now the NBL actually bought out the whole, a lot of the leagues here in Australia, and we're under the umbrella of NBL 1 West, as you would know. How do you feel about the level of, talent and the guys you go up against night in, night out? How do you feel about the talent in our league?
I like it. Honestly, it's very competitive. Every team has a guy that kind of you highlight on the scouting report, or 2 guys that you highlight on the scouting report, and that's what I love about basketball, is those matchups where they kind of jazz a guy up a little bit, so you kind of test how good you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's some great players in the league, as you already know. Is there anyone so far you've loved to go up against? I know you saw CJ Turnage, someone that you might have actually matched up with. Sorry to put you on the spot, but is there anyone you've really enjoyed playing so far?
No, it's all good. CJ Turnage is definitely a big body. He knows how to control the ball, score the ball at a high pace. So I like playing against him. I like playing against Liam Hunt, good dude. Yep. I could tell he's an even better dude off the court. You know what I'm saying? But I like his energy, real competitive. So I just like to compete. I like those guys that kind of get that out of you.
Definitely. And there's a lot of guys as well. And the first thing, I got to mention his name because I saw him the first time on the weekend, and that was at Perry Lakes. And it was Danny Pippen III from the Goldfields Giants. You haven't versed the Goldfields yet, I don't think. No. He's another guy. That's maybe a good matchup for you because he's a big guy, and I was really loved his game. So maybe someone that you could match up with as well. So I'd look at some of his tape when you have some time.
For sure.
And a great guy as well. So he's really exciting to watch. Like growing up in Maryland, I think I literally had you. It was Silver Spring in Maryland, if I'm correct. How is it growing up there? I've never heard of Silver Spring. I've had friends and players I played with back in the day who have gone to Maryland and played in colleges or around that area. But how was it growing up for you as a kid in Maryland?
Honestly, it felt like in Maryland, any court you go to, you could run into like your worst nightmare on the court. So it was always competitive when it came to basketball, especially like my age group, as far as like my age group and maybe like 2 or 3 years older. There's a lot of guys that took basketball pretty far. So I got motivation early on.
Yeah. And how did you get into basketball? Was it something that the family members got you into? Did you find it yourself? How did you get into it?
So my whole family plays basketball. My cousin actually did it big time, but my big brother kept me on the court the whole time. Always being better than me. So when I finally beat him, I was to the point where I could beat almost anybody around me. So
And you went to Seminole State as well. If I've said that right, my bad.
You did.
And then also spent a year at Virginia State University. And I guess a very successful college career. How was the college experience for you? And I know you, as you said, went to a couple universities. I don't know if you redshirt a year or anything like that, but how do you feel your college career went? And talk about Seminole and also, Virginia State also.
Okay, so yeah, we went Virginia State. We actually won the championship my freshman year, so that was like quite the experience seeing how like it really does take everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
has a role. So I learned a lot of things about like being a vocal leader, seeing them how they move, and seeing the
Yeah.
leadership from the older guys. And now that I'm here, I'm actually one of the oldest guys in the league, and it feels crazy because I was just one of the youngest guys on my other team. It's like, all right, it's a huge turnaround, but I kind of learned a lot that Virginia State year. Seminole, I met some good guys. We weren't as successful. We got a couple people that are still playing though, so it was pretty good.
And you've been playing the TBL also, as you mentioned, in the US. And talk about the TBL. I know I've heard about it, but don't know too much. So talk about the league and maybe where you were in the TBL.
All right, so I actually walked on to the TBL team. I hadn't heard about the TBL. My friend introduced me to the tryout opportunity, and then I pretty much just kind of fell in line as far as like doing the same thing I'm doing here, just telling myself we need rebounds, we need points. So if I get the rebound, go up with it, get a bucket. But I learned a lot from the guys in the TBL too. Every night you played against somebody who's going to get the best out of you. So a very good league. Very good league.
Yeah. And was Australia somewhere you wanted to play? I guess, like we said, basketball's very huge in Australia, and it's gotten really big in the last 10, 15 years even. But how did you kind of get the chance to come over to Australia?
So my agent actually made it happen. It was a lot of places that I didn't want to go, but he offered Australia, and I had to look up Perth and pretty much fell in love with it on social media, and then I got here and it was even better. So I wasn't actually aware of Australian basketball too much, though. I knew a couple people that came out here, like I said, but I didn't go searching for Australia. So it was kind of perfect that I landed here and everything's just turning out to be progressive.
Yeah. Well, from seeing, I know I've only seen one game of you, but you look like you really fit with Cockburn and really bringing what they need. But I'm super excited to get Johnny into this team, get Akeem, like running through the system and doing his thing. And then Rowan there. So, and there's also, Pondy off the bench as well. Josh Hunt as well.
Yes, sir.
There is a squad. So I would ask, is finals something that you guys are, trying to get to? It's a stupid question.
Always,
but I'd love to hear kind of what you guys are thinking about yourselves early on in the season.
Always, finals is always the goal, man. I wanna play until everybody finishes playing, and then hopefully get some hardware. So yeah, that's always the goal, and I think the team has the same thing. Like you said, they usually finish in the bottom ladder of the thing. So everybody's tired of being the little guy. So.
But in the past it hasn't been like that. They've won multiple championships. So this year definitely looks like a really good situation, and the guys they brought in, like yourself. So look, Joe, we'll go through the games on the weekend quickly, and first off on Friday night, as it was Anzac Round. I guess, for maybe yourself, very new, but it's kind of like Veterans Day, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Over in the States. We look at all of the soldiers, servicemen, servicewomen, everyone that, laid their lives down for Australia. We had some Anzac medals given out. So, it was a great weekend. And I actually forgot who got the Anzac medal for your game. I didn't actually see it.
Big Ron McKenzie. Yes, sir. Handle business, man.
Yeah.
Handle business. Yeah, he deserved it too.
And he has been, and he did last year for the end of the season when he was at Lakeside. So, so congrats to him. That's my bad. I actually forgot.
Oh, good.
But, so for people around, it was Anzac weekend. We've had a long weekend in Australia, in Perth, and I think all of Australia. So it's been a great long weekend, so loved it. But first up, it was the Willetton Tigers getting the win over the Slammers. And, very big win for Willetton as they stay undefeated. Tayshaun Cherry, who I've got a lot of time for, he's an amazing player, 31 points, 9 rebounds. Bryce Johnson as well, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Tom Jurovich with 9 points and 3 rebounds. And for the Slammers, it was Gerbowet, their import, 24 and 7 for him. and Pharrell Keats with 15 and 5. House also with Ethan House, 17 points, 3 rebounds. Big Martinez, 15 points for him, and Mata Katia, 14 points. So double digits for all of their guys, and really competed against the Tigers. They've struggled a little bit this year, but they have some good pieces as well. But going back to Tayshaun, I don't know if you've had a chance to see him, but he's a dynamic scorer. He can make his own shot and shoot the three. He can rebound and defend. So he'd be an exciting matchup for you as well.
Yeah, so we played them, I believe, game 2.
Yeah.
And they snuck away with one. I'll tell you that much. They definitely snuck away with one, because on paper we were supposed to win that game. So we were hard on ourselves after that one. But shout out to bro. He's handling business. I actually saw his game winner, so yeah, I'm excited to play him again. I told him at the end of the game, I was like, we'll be back. So yeah.
Yes. So Tay was here last year, and I interviewed him. I speak to him pretty weekly, to see how he's going. But he loves to talk. He loves to talk on the court. He loves to get into it, and he's a very competitive guy. You don't need to say anything, but were you out there talking to him, talking about trash?
For sure, man. I met my match that game. I met my matchup that game. So I know. Like I said, at the end of the game, I told him I'll be back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like in Australia, it's not. Yeah, we talk trash, but it's not like how you guys talk. You talk it to get yourselves pumped up. If I'm playing, I genuinely hate someone, I'm going to talk to them. But you guys, you still have love for each other, but you'll just talk to each other. And also, I spoke to Tay last year, and he loves talking, but he tries to make it in a way that it's not disrespectful, but it's just competitiveness. So, do you, I guess you invite that, I guess, in a way sometimes.
I mean, yeah, man. Look, like you said, it's to hype yourself up. I like the competition. Plus, he's American, so it's that little edge we got on each other, But he's definitely earned his respect though after that last game we played him. So
and he's been playing great this season, leading this team to 6-0. So great start for them. And I was at this one on Friday night. Eastern Suns getting the win against Lakeside, 90-76 win for the Suns. So I took the trip up there to watch this one. I had to. Haven't seen both these teams in person yet, so I just thought I have to go up. Marley Sam was amazing for the Suns. And at 17 years of age, Joe, 35 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and shot the ball at 54%. Not many 17-year-olds are doing that in any, men's league.
No, sir. No, sir. I remember when I had first landed, I didn't actually play in the game. When my team scrimmaged him, he's speed of light. So
yeah, so big game for him.
Yes, sir.
Then Taranda Smith, former Cockburn Cougar, 21 points, 5 rebounds. Joe Cook Green, just 8 points, 6 rebounds. And then someone who is pretty new to this league as well, Michael Imarajabi as well. So he's big guy. Did really going head-to-head with his matchups. And he finished with a double-double, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Liam Patterson as well, 12 points, 5 assists. And Josh Davey, just 11 points, but 17 rebounds. And Josh is known for being one of the best rebounders in the league. So maybe... so he's 17 rebounds in this one. I think he's averaging 10, but that can definitely grow as the season goes on. But a very big win for the Suns. And just for the listeners and for the viewers, I actually spoke to Marley Sam, so I will pop that interview in right now.
And with Marley Sam, Marley, you were the Anzac medal winner for tonight against Lakeside, and a big win and 19 points in the first quarter, man. I guess when you're feeling hot, you're feeling hot. How did you feel after that first quarter?
No, I felt good. Like, my teammates knew to get me the ball when I was feeling hot, so shout out to them. But I don't know, someone was in the air today, but felt good.
35 points as well. At your young age, man, the the level you're getting to is amazing. And I guess a huge win as well. You guys undefeated, 5-0. I'd say maybe one of the best starts in Eastern Suns history. How are you guys feeling to start this season off 5-0?
I'm feeling great. Like, that's a great way to start. Hopefully keep the rolls running for the next game tomorrow against Willerton. But yeah, I'm really happy with how we're going so far in these couple of weeks.
And how is it to have, Joe on this team as well, Joe Cook-Green, and you've got like the vets like Seb Salinas, Robbie Huntington, Reese Maxwell. How are they helping you on your journey in your career so far?
It's great. They're always pushing me to do better at practice and stuff. Always like picking on my like details and not building bad habits. But yeah, that's really it. They're always there pushing me. Yeah.
And Lakeside, tough team. Kind of, what was the scout going into this game against Lakeside? They are a very tough team. They got Liam Patterson's been playing great basketball. Josh Davey, he's huge on the boards as we all know. But kind of, what was the scout going in against Lakeside?
We knew that they were the great shooters, so we had to keep our hands up. Try to catch the shoot threes, but boxing out because man, they rebound like no tomorrow as a team as well, not just individually.
Well, Marley, thanks, man, and congratulations on the Anzac medal as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Marley was great. The kids love him too. The kids love him. He's an amazing guy. For 17 years of age, it's crazy. And unlucky for them is I think it was on Saturday they did go down. They did lose. They were 5-0, but they're 5-1, which we can talk about now. But still a great season for the Suns. And then as well, the Rockingham Flames, who have kind of been like a favourite for this year, 119-95 win against the Mandurah Magic. Mandurah still not able to get a win so far, but hard to do it when you've got Isaac White, 40 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Michael Harris as well, 17 and 7. Emmett Nah also adding 13 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. And then for the Mandurah Magic, Lockie Bertram doing his thing, still 25 points, 5 rebounds. Jock Perry, 20 points, 7 rebounds. And Matt Kenyon also playing in his first game, 17 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. And that was against his Adelaide 36er teammate in White, Harris, and Emmett Nah. Also Blake Jones in that one. I don't know if you know much about those guys I've just mentioned, but coming down from the NBL at the highest level here in Australia,
yes, sir.
that must be exciting for you to be able to go up against NBL level guys.
Absolutely. I love a challenge. So we actually scrimmaged them. They didn't have them yet, so we're excited to play them again.
Yeah, definitely. So that'll be a really good one to circle for you guys coming up. So that was all on Friday, and then also on Saturday night, the Wilton Tigers, they got it done against the Eastern Suns, 99-87, and Marley had another big game, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, and 50% from the floor. So a very good shooting weekend for him. Taranda Smith as well, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and Lewis Thomas as well, adding 9 points, 10 rebounds. And for Willerton, Tayshawn Cherry leading it again, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist and a steal. Tom Jerovic also 19 points and 12 rebounds, my bad. Damien Scott, 14 points, 14 assists as well. So big game for Damo as well. I think he was the Anzac medalist for that game. But I heard there was a bit of, I guess I'm trying to explain it. It was a bit of a crazy night there at Rayo and Sports Centre. As I heard that Tayshawn had to be held back. Some of the crowd had to be held back. It was it was a crazy night. I heard that maybe Willerton might be, looking at complaining for to the league about some of the fans. So I guess there is a line with fans. I guess Joe and I don't know how you deal with it, but it is very hard when you're playing your game, you're focused, and you have fans, especially in an away arena, chirping and talking and being disrespectful. So hopefully it gets sorted out. But yeah, I guess it's a tough thing as a player to deal with sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, though, they don't play, so it's only 5 people that can affect what happens with the ball at a time.
Yeah, so hopefully it gets sorted out, and I don't know how bad it was, but I did hear there was, some talking before the games, at warm-ups, after the game, and we know Tay loves to talk. Tay, as you said before, he loves to get in it, but I guess there's a line. So, there is a line for that. But then we'll go to the Goldfields Giants getting the win against the Perth Redbacks. A very needed win for the Giants. Lockie Phillips as well in this one. Sorry, my bad. Luke Phillips, my bad. I was thinking about Lockie Bertram there. Luke Phillips, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Isaac Eder, a big game for him, 24 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Marty Nelson as well, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. And for the Goldfields Giants, a beast, Danny Pippen the third, 35 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, a near triple-double for him. Michael Jock as well, 25 points for him. And Sam Vincent, 24 points and 7 assists. So a very big win for the Giants. They'll be happy to take that one. And then the Hawks getting a 2-point win against the East Perth Eagles. And the Hawks have had a bit of a rocky start to the season, but the Hawks have added 2 new imports this week. Getting, I think it was Jack Browder, correct? And then Isaiah Moses as well. And in this game, they both combined for 66 points against the East Perth Eagles. Browder had 34 points, 5 rebounds, and I think he went pretty well from the 3-point line, 4 from 11. But he can shoot the ball. So for anyone out there that wants to have a look, go look at him. He can really shoot the ball. Isaiah Moses as well, a guard. He can shoot the ball, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. What was he? He was 6 from 10 from the 3-point line, so big game for him. And Cam Huffner as well, as we know from the Perth Wildcats, 19 points, 13 rebounds, so a big game and a very, very big win, especially against East Perth. Jonah Antonio had himself a game as well, 25 points, 6 rebounds. David Aquera also 23 points, 4 rebounds. Nick Philpo with 15, Max Rice with 14, and also Lee Roberts 13 points. So all their starting 5 in double digits, definitely good to see. Just the 2-point loss, it was on the buzzer as well, so unfortunately a loss for the Eagles. And then I was commentating this one at Warwick Stadium. It was the Battle for Joondalup. This is a rivalry game for people that don't know. A very big rivalry. Maybe like you guys, maybe Rocco, you guys in Lakeside, because you guys are very close together. A lot of times what happens is, Senators players will move to Joondalup players will move to Senators, and vice versa. So kind of what happens in the South where you guys are. But 103 to 89 win for the Senators. And I wasn't coming into this one saying that Wolves would win, but I really thought they would get this one because the Senators haven't, they've got a few players missing. George Pearl with injury. They're still waiting on Ben Henschel, but they added someone that, if you're into college hoops, someone that you'll know pretty well was Will Cheddar from Michigan, Michigan Wolverine, sorry, and they won the national championship. I don't know if you saw much of the college hoops, but Will Cheddar, I know he played some minutes and he did play in that final against UConn. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Did you know of much about Will when he was playing for Michigan this year?
No, sir.
No.
Once my bracket gets busted, I'm pretty much locked, tuned out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Who did you have to win the national championship? If you remember.
Delusionally, I had AJ DeBonsa. You know what I'm saying? But his team wasn't there for him. So.
Yeah.
I don't really bet on the bracket. I just send it,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, very big game for the Senators, and he fits in really well with this Senators team. Marshawn Blackman, 40 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and I gave him the player of the week for this week, my base compression player of the week. I had to. I know Isaac White had a 40-pointer. Maybe it's a bit biased. I was at the game, I was commentating, but he had some huge dunks and really made some big shots when they needed. So Marshawn is our base compression player of the week, so congratulations to him. Will Cheddar as well, 25 points, 13 rebounds. Cody Ellis with 15 points, 5 rebounds. Billy McRae adding 10 points to them. And then for Joondalup, Sharif Black with 26 points, 6 rebounds. CJ Turnage, he added 17 and 8. Caleb Davis with 11 points. Jordan Wellstein off the bench with 11 points. And I spoke to Marshawn Blackman after the game, and he was the Anzac medal winner.
Marshawn, You're back again. I got you on. This is the second time. And a big win for your boys, especially against Joondalup. That's a massive win.
Big win, big win.
And you're the Anzac Award winner for tonight. How much of a privilege is that for you to get that?
It's a privilege to get a win on a night like this, to celebrate those people in that country. So it's a big win for us. And we've been losing the past 3 weeks, so it's a big win, big win.
And 40-piece for you. You just said to me then if I hit some 3 throws, maybe you have more. But
man, it's all good.
How are you feeling, especially 40 points, man?
I think my mentality going to the game was just whatever it takes. We've been losing the past 3 weeks, so I was like, man, if I got to get 40, if I got to get 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, or I got to play lockdown defense, I was just trying to get the win. So it was a big part of it.
And your new teammate, Will Cheddar, man, what can you tell us about him, and how is it to finally get him here? Because we spoke in the week, and you've been speaking to him, before the signing. So you guys have actually connected and linked. So how's it to finally get out on the court with him?
I mean, it was good. It was big time. Obviously, he had 4 fouls, but he still had like 20-something points. He probably had a big double-double tonight. So I can just imagine whenever he doesn't get in foul trouble, what he's going to bring for us. But like this whole week, like it's been seamlessly. He's a great person. He's a great leader. Him just winning the Natty Championship and just bringing that over to us is big. And as you see, we won tonight, so it's great to have him.
And how great is it to be back in the win column? You guys won your first game, I think it was, lost 3 straight. Yeah. It must have been a tough few weeks. So how is it to be back in the win column?
It's good. Coach been preaching since we've been losing on this losing streak to just get out of it, stay strong, stay together, and keep persevering. And that's what we did tonight. We showed ups and downs, but we stayed together as a team and got the win.
Marshawn, you're killing it. Keep going. A big game for you, Anzac medalist, and congrats on the win.
Appreciate you, bro.
Second time this year, 40 points, so tremendous player. Love watching him play, and it was a great game to commentate. And then also, we got to speak about it. Your game against the Geraldton Buccaneers, the Cougars winning 87-83. And what a competitive team you had to go up against. They're well known as the defending champions. I know they lost a few players, including Akeem, but they added Devondrick Walker, who is a legend in Perth and also, this part in our league. What was it like going up against Devondrick, Liam Hunt, Verl Williams, who's super quick and a great point guard? I guess it was a huge test for you guys and a very, very good job well done to get the win and to come home victorious in Geraldton.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before I knew much of anything about any team, I knew Geraldton won last year. So plus we got Johnny on our team and he can't play. So we went in there with the mentality we got to get this one for Johnny. So handle business. Yeah, and Rowan showed up perfect timing. So
and the crowd is huge in Geraldton, being a small town. What did you think about the game night? With the crowd on you, how was it for your first time playing in Geraldton?
I mean, that's one of my favorite parts about basketball, man. When you go to opposing teams and they yelling at you and all that stuff, and it gets rocking in there. So it was fun.
Yeah, and I don't know if you traveled much, maybe for the TBL league, maybe you did, but even like college, I guess you would have had to travel. But one of our longest road trips, I guess it would have been about 5 hours for you, maybe around that. How did you feel about the travel to Geraldton for your first time?
Stiff to say the lightest, man. Had to stretch for about a day. So yeah, we went up there early and got it done.
Yeah, definitely. Well, congratulations to you guys. That was a huge win, and you should be proud of that one. That's like I said, it rarely happens. You're going up to Geraldton. I think a couple of years ago they didn't lose at home for like a few years, and then I think East Perth went there and beat them. It was something like that. So. They do not like it when their team loses in Geraldton. But shout out to the fans. They're great. And Devondrick Walker, 30 points, 4 rebounds for him. Liam Hunt, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. Verl Williams, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Matt Wandenberg, 10 rebounds for him, 2 points. Then Rowan, 33 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Josh Hunt, 24 points, 5 rebounds. Yourself, Joe, 16 points, 8 rebounds, and a very, very, very big win. As I said, that's definitely great to come out of Active Voice Stadium with the win. And then on Sunday as well, we had a game. I went to this game. I thought, I'll shoot some some stuff for the podcast and get some interviews. And I haven't seen the Giants play this year, so I said I really want to go see them play. And I guess it was Hawks all the way. They did a great job in this one. Very, very exciting game. A lot of talking going on with the players. And it's just one of those matchups where on a Sunday they were frustrated. They wanted to go at each other, get the win. It was a bit of a dogfight. So, 93-72 win for the Hawks. Cam Huffner, he was the Anzac medal winner, 30 points, 13 rebounds. And then Jack Browder as well, 22 points, 5 rebounds. Shot the ball really well. And same as Isaiah Moses, 21 points, 2 rebounds. And for people that haven't seen Hawks, I definitely would say get down and watch them in their next game, wherever it is, which we can talk about in a sec. Or, definitely a team I would, urge people to go and have a look at. And then also for the Goldfield Giants, unlucky for Danny Pippen, but 27 points, 8 rebounds. Sam Vincent, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 steals. Sorry. He had a great game as well. So if you can go back and watch some of the tape, that was a really good game for Vincent. And then it was Manhom, 13 points, 11 rebounds off the bench. And it's always tough. I guess it's tough for them. They got that 7-hour bus ride back to the Goldfields, which is something that you'll also have to do this season as well, Joe.
Is that Kalgoorlie?
That's Kalgoorlie, yes,
okay,
correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So a mining town, a very old mining town, and mining still happens around that area. And that's going to be a great game for you guys to go. But like you said, for you being a big guy, it must be so hard sitting on a bus for that long.
Nah, man, it's always a treat to go play basketball, man. So I just look forward to when we touch down. That's all.
Definitely. And then I also spoke to Cam Huffner as well after the game. As I said, he was the Anzac medalist winner. So here he is.
Cam, back-to-back wins here on Anzac weekend. And how are you feeling after that one? You're the Anzac medalist. How did you feel about this win against the Goldfields Giants?
It was a good win. We started the season a little slow, so 3 in a row now, back-to-back this weekend, just shows what we're capable of. Having the 2 imports, Isaiah and Jack, come in is a huge help, so we just got to keep building.
And you had a couple of good matchups, I guess. Danny Pippen out there, he's a big guy. And, Sam Vincent as well. They were, a handful today. How did you feel like you guys, went up against those guys today?
I think we did okay. We probably could have did a little better with rebounding. Boxing out, they had a lot of O boards. I'm not sure what the count was, but that's something we definitely have to work on in practice. And especially in a back-to-back, just executing all of our keys for the game. So that was one of them. I don't think we did it as well as we wanted, but it was good.
And speaking about your new imports, what does Moses and Jack bring to this squad, and I guess helping you out as well with the scoring load? But what do they bring to this team?
Just an extra hand. It's great to have the eyes on someone else. So just being able to score, get downhill. They're high-level players. In college it showed. So having them brings a little bit of swag too, the American swag. I kind of like it, so it's great to have them on the board. So yeah.
Well, congrats, Cam, and big game, big win, and like you said, 3 in a row. So hopefully some more wins on the board for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And
congrats.
Thank you. Congrats for today.
Appreciate it.
Great game for him. He's been playing really well, and hopefully looking for another NBL contract as well. So kudos to him on a great win. We'll go straight into round 6 games for this week. And you can give your tips if you want. I'm going to go through and see who I think is going to win these games. But I know you're still new to the league, Joe, so you might not know everyone. But you're welcome to give your...
I do a lot of research, though. So I know a lot. I know a lot about these teams.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. But first up, your boys at home at Wally Hagan Stadium. And quickly, the other week when the clock didn't work, how did you guys feel? You would have been, I guess, maybe nearly warmed up. You would have been ready, I guess, maybe. But how did it feel when you turned up and the clock wasn't working?
I can't speak for everybody, but I know I was a little upset because we had just lost when game winner the day before. So wanted a little bit of get back. So wanted to get out there. You were hungry to get out there. That's all right. That game should be rescheduled sometime. So for the fans, they'll be able to get to that missed game. The Cockburn Cougars taking on the Southwest Slammers.
look, I love Southwest. They've got some really good key players. Jalen Martinez, big guy. I guess you'll come up against him this weekend, and that's going to be a really good matchup, you two against each other. But yeah, you guys are rolling. To go against you guys after beating Geraldton, I just can't. So I got the Cougars. What
Smart
do you guys
smart man.
What do you think you guys have to do this week to get the win against the Slammers?
First off, shout out my boy Phil on the Slammers. But yeah, I think we just got to stay true to us and do. Everybody has a role, and if they do that, I think we'll. And then the defense just has to be kind of pestering a little bit, so that'll get it done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've got the Cougars, so in this one, and sorry to the Southwest Slammers, but yeah, they got some good players, like you mentioned. So we'll see how they go this week, and that's at Wally Hagan Stadium at home. And talk about the fans. What do you love about playing at home? I guess whenever you're playing for a team and you're at home, it's great. The fans are there for you guys. And yeah, what do you like about playing at Wally Hagan?
Exactly what you said. I like the fans and how into the game they actually are, and they stick around afterwards to show love. So that's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, definitely. And the fans, that court one is very tight. The boxes are on the far side, right there on the sideline. When you're on the bench, the fans are straight behind you. And it can get loud in there as well. So have you ever played in an arena, a stadium? I guess it's no disrespect, but it's like how I see it. And when I was a kid growing up watching the Joondalup Wolves back when they were the Wanneroo Wolves, we had a little shed. I would call it a shed. I feel like I think it's cute. I like it. I really, it's no
cute.
To the Cockburn fans, I'm not disrespectful, but it's a shed, and I love it. I love that feeling because that's how I grew up watching basketball myself in the SBL days. So, have you ever played in like a little stadium like that before?
Absolutely, those are the best ones, especially whether it's indoor or outdoor. Those tight packed arenas where fans can almost touch you. That's what, like I said, that's what I love about basketball, man. The interaction.
Yeah, great. And then we'll move to the Rockingham Flames and the Suns at Mike Barnett Sports Complex in Rockingham. This is going to be a good one because it's going to be a good test for Marley Sam as well, going up against these NBL level guys. Like I said, they've only lost one game of the season, but Rockingham with their their NBL level guys and Ryan Petrick at the helm. I think the Flames will get this one. So, but it's going to be a very good contest, and tough journey on a Friday night to go up the freeway and go to Rockingham. But Joe, I don't know if you've seen both these teams, I guess, but did you want to kind of pop in who you think might win this one?
Like you said, it'll be a good game, but I think Rockingham will take this one. I think they're like a little bit bigger than them, and also have a little bit more scoring coming from their guys. So
yeah, definitely. And then also the Joondalup Wolves taking on the Lakeside Lightning. You've seen both these teams, and Lakeside. I think it was Lakeside, the team that beat you on the buzzer, which I don't want to remind you about. But
all good. I remind myself daily, bro. We can't wait to see them again, so we good.
Yeah. After a loss like that, how long does it take you to get over it, or like you said, do you not really get over those types of losses?
Well, I got the key to the gym now, so I got into it that night. I got into it that night, bro. I don't really sleep on nights like that, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Love it though. Love it. And then the Joondalup Wolves are in Lakeside Lightning. Like we said, Lakeside have done some incredible things this season. But I think Isaiah is still out. Isaiah Lewis, he's actually been injured. So I feel like without him, I think Joondalup, very strong team. We know what they can do, and it's at Arena Joondalup, so they're at home. And you saw their game night. It's an incredible game night. Great setup. But I think the Wolves will got this one. Joe, I don't know what you think.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll back you on that one. I think the Wolves will take this one.
Yeah, and I feel like we have lots of different places to play, a lot of different arenas which you'll go to. But Joondalup do a great job of what they do, and a really good atmosphere in Joondalup. So I know it's against you guys and the fans are against you, but it's a great place to play. And what did you think about playing at Arena Joondalup?
So far that was probably like the the best as far as like the promotion and like the support and like that big TV they have up there and everything. So it felt real televised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, they do really well. So great game to watch anytime anyone's around Joondalup area. And then this is going to be a really good one. Round 6 on Friday night, the Morley Sport and Rec Centre in Morley. The East Perth Eagles taking on the Warwick Senators. And East Perth, amazing team. David Aquera, Lat Mayan, Lee Roberts. They've got all these guys, Jonah Antonio, also a couple guys NBL level, like we said. And then the Warwick Senators. I really like Warwick. I think they're a very exciting team. When, like Cheddar has just, done something to these guys, even he's only been there a couple of days. I think he's really fitting in well with them. Big double-double for him. East Perth are going to be mad. I know Carl Philpo, the head coach, watches some of my shows some weeks, but I got to go for Warwick. I love Warwick this season, and I'm not really a guy that loves a separate team. I really love what everyone's doing, and I support everyone, but I just like this Warwick team, so I'm going to go with the Senators. And for you, Joe, if you have a pick on this one.
I think a couple guys from the Senators will have a good game, but I think East Perth will take this one though. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised, especially at home. You have to stop David Aquera and Lat Mayan. David is a super talent, so that's going to be a hard one for Warwick. And now that you say, I don't think that maybe Warwick will match up well with them.
Not their bigs. I don't think they'll match up well with the bigs, but
correct.
Blackman will probably have a hell of a game again, but he's going to have to for them to win. So
definitely, yeah. I don't know if they have someone that can stop David Aquera. Maybe Marshawn might be able to stay with Lat Mayan and stop him, or even Cheddar. But this is going to be a tough assignment for them. And then on Saturday we've got the Southwest Slammers at Eaton Rec Centre taking on the Joondalup Wolves, and that is a tough weekend for both teams. Joondalup having to go to Bunbury to take on the Slammers. I feel bad going out against the Slammers, but I think Joondalup should get this one, even though they're playing the night before and the travel. So I've got Joondalup in this one, Joe.
I do too.
Yeah. And then the Geraldton Buccaneers are at home again at Active West Stadium, 7 p.m. against Mandurah Magic. And Mandurah still haven't won a game. Bringing in Matt Kenyon, they've still got an import to come in as well. So I feel like when they get their team, they'll be a really tough team. But yeah, I was going to say I rarely go against Geraldton at home, but you guys showed that this week that anything can happen. But I think Geraldton should get it done against Mandurah.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think they'll lose 2 in a row at home.
No, definitely. The city will start, or the town will start rioting, I'd say. So
I can believe it.
And then also another doubleheader for both teams. Warwick Senators taking on the Rockingham Flames. Now, this is a game. This is going to be a really, really good one at Warwick Stadium. And like I said, I love this Warwick team, but Rockingham have such a tremendous team. So I've got to go for Rockingham, but this is going to be a close one. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I've got Rocco. You want to think about it, Joe?
I think Warwick might have that one.
Yeah.
I think they might get that one.
Yeah. That'll be a really good win for them as well, especially if they can get it over those NBL guys. But I think maybe they match up a bit better. They don't really have a true kind of center in a way, so not like David. So that's going to be a tight contest as well. And then the Goldfields Giants taking on the Willetton Tigers at Evolution Mining Stadium in Kalgoorlie. So the Tigers this week, they got to take that big trip to Kalgoorlie. Watching the Giants this week, they're very physical, they're very vocal, and they love to talk to each other. They're loud, up in your face, physical team. But I've got to go with the Tigers in this one. Joe, I don't know what you're thinking, but I've got to go for the Tigers.
I don't know much about Goldfields, so I'll go with the Tigers too, just because I know that their guys usually come to play as a unit. So yeah. I think they'll do it.
Yeah. And then the Perry Lakes Hawks taking on the Perth Redbacks at Bendat Basketball Centre. Perth, they've got a very good young core team. Especially you can't really go against teams with Marshall Nelson, but I think what we've seen from the Hawks this weekend, getting their two wins in a row, I think that's their third win in a row as well. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Hawks, especially being at home. But Perth can contend to them. I think they've got a strong little team there. So, but I'm going to go for the Hawks, Joe.
Yeah, I go with the Hawks too.
Well, that's all the games for round 6 and all the updates for this week. And yeah, super excited for this week coming up. More basketball. And Joe, I guess for you, is there anything that you'd love to accomplish here in Australia, or any goals that you have set out maybe personally for you?
Basketball wise, yeah, I wanna win. I wanna win. So getting some medal would be perfect.
Definitely.
Yes,
Well, Joe, I really appreciate your time. It's great to have you on the show, and good luck for yourself on this season. I think you guys have a really, really good team, and yourself fitting in great there. When we get Johnny, like I said, really accumulated to the team, and also same with the Keem, it's going to be a really tough team to watch. So I can't wait. But thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
No worries. But for the listeners and the watchers, viewers, wherever you're watching, listening, thank you so much for checking out this week, the show. And like I said, I'll be posting on YouTube as well. I've posted all my shows on YouTube for all the listeners. If you want to go and check out there and subscribe to the channel for more updates. And then also Instagram and Facebook. You can go and follow us, Fast Break Radio. But till next week, we'll see you then. And we'll talk more NBL One West.